Hello, and thank you for tuning in. You are tuned into The Encourager, and my name is Nehru. Good morning to you, or good afternoon, good evening, whatever time of the day you happen to be listening. And thank you so much for tuning in. To our subscribers, thank you. To the new listeners, thank you as well. Of course, today, as it's been lately, and will continue until I'm guided otherwise, we are going to be going through our 3 angel numbers for the day. And today I want to go through, I want to do, page 111, page 222, and I think I've done page 333 already, so let's do page 444. Okay, so let's go ahead and see what the angel numbers have for us today. As always, here's a reminder of the book that I'm using. Okay, and the author and these messages are to help us understand our spirit's guides' messages to us. Okay, these spirit guides could be Most High, Yahweh God, Divine Source, Lord of these spirits. It could be your ancestors, right? We all have ancestors. It could be those who have gone on physically, right? And so it could be brothers, sisters, cousins, aunts, uncles, friends who have passed on. Okay. So let's go ahead and take a look at page 111, and let's do the very first one in the top left corner of page 111. Let's see. Very top left-hand corner, page. Be here. The present moment calls you. Your angels are asking you to be present. Spend time away from technology today. Allow yourself to focus without distractions on your own thoughts and emotions. Journal about how it feels in this moment and be completely in the present. Be sure to record all your feelings without judgment. Okay, so this is a good exercise, right? To be in the moment. I am going to be going out and grounding myself with nature today. It's been a minute since I've done grounding that way, primarily because of the weather, but the last couple of days have been nice. So today I'm going to take a stroll and, enjoy some vitamin D and nature, which I enjoy a lot. So, right. And again, the journaling. It's interesting how this book is always reminding us or mentioning journaling in each of these angels readings. And again, I think it's a real truth. I remember gentleman Jim Schneider. You've heard me mention his name many times. He is the senior minister at Beth Tome in Rutland, Vermont. And he said one time, nothing happens until the pen is poised above the paper. Okay? And so you have to get into position. And so I always like to say, the present is all that matters. It's a gift, so enjoy it. Tomorrow brings anxiety, and yesterday brings depression. So be in the today and be in the now, and that's really, really good. Okay? So let's go ahead and go to angel number or page number 222, and we'll do the upper right on page 222. Let's see. Page 222. Page 222. And 775. Soul contemplation. It's not about being the best. It's not about winning or even being the most successful. It's about the experience and what it teaches you. Your angels want you to reflect on a present situation and rethink what success is within it. Okay? And so I will speak candidly about myself. So for me, success is simply walking away and knowing my worth. Okay? That's what it was to me. Okay? So it wasn't about winning, who's right, who's wrong. It is about truth. It is about truth. And no one can talk me out of that. Not Most High, not my angels. Nobody can tell me that it's not about truth. Okay? So even if I read it in a book, and you will hear me say that sometimes, like I read something the other day about sharing with others or something like that in this book, and I was like, I don't agree with that, because you need to guard what you share with others. You don't need the opinions of others when it comes to life-changing decisions. You need the truth within yourself, and that's in your intuition. That's all you need. You can call it a gut feeling. You can, whatever you want to call it. Okay? So I don't agree with every word that the angel number says, right? Because again, no one can talk me out of what I'm going to do and who I am and who I'm going to become, who I am currently. No one can talk me out of any of that. My mission, no one can talk me out of that. Okay? And so to have that level of confidence, right, it makes you invincible. It really, really does, right? And that doesn't mean people won't come after you. In fact, it means that more people probably will. Okay? So, Notorious B.I.G., Biggie, right? He said, him and Fruity P. Diddy, they said, more money, more problems, right? And that's not saying the money creates the problems. That means the people, the evil ones, are against those who are trying to be successful. That's what that means. So as you continue to become successful, you prosper. We read it the other day. We read it the other day, and it was as you begin to prosper, you continue to prosper, and then you become very prosperous, continuing to prosper, becoming very prosperous. I don't know where that's found in Scripture, and I'm summarizing, but that says start to prosper, continue to prosper, and continue to prosper, becoming very prosperous, right? And so the money, again, like money isn't the root of all evil, right? It's the love of money to the exclusion of everything else. So if you love money, you seek money more than you are involved in your children's life, more than you're involved in your spouse's life, more than you allow your spouse to be involved in your life, more than you allow your children to be involved in your life. You miss family gatherings. You miss important events for your kids. You miss recitals. You miss ball games. You miss award ceremonies. You miss promotions and parties at the spouse's job, and you miss get-togethers. Why? Because you're all focused on it. That is the root of all evil. Lying, cheating, stealing, killing to get it. That is the root of all evil. Okay? Right. So let's go ahead and turn to page 444, and we will do the lower left, right? So bottom left, if there's 3, we'll do the last one. If there's 2, we'll do the second one. Okay? So we're going page 444, and let's see. Left, second, or third, I turn to page 111 again. So page 440. There might not be a page 4. Nope, there isn't a page 440 anything. It goes up to 2 something. So I don't know. I was thinking that. So let's do page 44. Okay, page 44. Here we go. Page 44. And again, I hope everyone's doing well today. Wherever you are, whatever you're doing, I can be contacted via email at theencourager333@gmail.com. There's page 44. And 61, love. Demonstrate love in action. There are many ways to show your love to the people in your life. Your angels want you to do that today. Listen to someone thoughtfully, keep a promise you made, or make someone you appreciate feel important. Do something to make others feel your love. Okay? And again, this is with discernment. Okay? So for me, in my situation currently, I don't really communicate with very many people. Okay? Certainly not verbally. I do communicate telepathically, right? And there are others who try to communicate with me telepathically, right? And I kick their ass out because if I don't want to communicate with them, mainly the people that I communicate with are those who have passed on. Okay? So grandmother, friends, cousins and aunts, and, I communicate with them, right? Grandparents, great-grandparents, my ancestors. So I don't communicate verbally with a lot of people every day. Okay? Again, I choose to live my life that way. Okay? And so when I do have the opportunity, certainly when I go out into public, I express my love, right? And that could be in a number of different ways. That could be very simply holding a door for someone who's carrying something, right? I go to the store and someone's in a wheelchair. I hold the door for them. That is showing that individual love, right? I do those things all of the time. I'm sure you do as well. And if you don't, you should definitely get in the habit of not to have another notch, right, on your belt, but so that you can sow good seed. Okay? So I am unconditional love, but that unconditional love has a whole lot of boundaries. A lot, right? And that heart is behind a gate, and that heart is protected. Okay? So my unconditional love, the general agape love, I give freely. But my intimate love, my personal love, right, that is very, very guarded. Okay? And I encourage you to do the same thing. Okay? Because if you don't, again, like I just said about the song that Biggie sung, right? Him and P. Diddy, him and Sean Combs, right? If you don't, others will see your value and they will try to rape you spiritually. They will do that. Thank you, Most High, for saying that. They will rape you. Yes, they will. Spiritually speaking, financially speaking, they will do that to you because they see you as someone who is happy, jolly. They don't understand why you're so happy. I'm talking to the collective. They don't understand why you're so joyful. They don't understand why you continue to bounce back, why you continue to win. They don't understand how you're protected. They don't understand why you're not homeless. They don't understand any of that. Why? Because they were in the background doing evil things against you because they saw who you were and your light, and they were jealous. So again, agape love, and that's just general brotherly love, let's say. Okay? But again, I caution you, any other type of love, you better be discerning in who you give that to. And that goes along with your time, right? There was a prophet who came to me and Judy when we were in a grocery store back in 2014. And this prophet came up to us and told me a couple of things. And I think I've read them in this journal already, actually, that I'm sharing with you now, which I'll be doing some more today, by the way. There'll be another journal posting. This individual said a couple of things. He said some things to my mother. Some were true, some weren't true. One of the things he said was that she's a diabetic. She's not a diabetic. He didn't mention anything about my kidney transplant or anything about dialysis or my kidney failure or the rare autoimmune virus that caused it. I thought that was interesting. Maybe because it wasn't a big deal. Most High didn't want him to say anything about it. I already knew and had complete faith in my healing. Maybe that's why. But one of the things he told me, he said, he said that your place is he said evangelist. He said, and to me that means nothing more than an oracle, right? That's what any of those fivefold ministry titles mean. It just means that you are one called to shine your light, okay, and to be a positive vibration here in this earth, and to help raise the vibration of the earth. That's all that really means. It doesn't mean you need to be on staff and be a pastor, be a reverend. Reverend is not a biblical title. That's witchcraft. It means that there is a contract on your life, and Most High is bringing that to you at that time. That's what that means whenever that word comes to you. Okay? So I today don't take him saying I'm an evangelist to mean, and he said my place is in full-time ministry is what he said, but I've always been in full-time ministry. Everybody has a ministry, whether that ministry is to raise hell or that ministry is to promote heaven. Everybody has a ministry. Your ministry might be dealing drugs. Okay? Your ministry might be parties, right? Your ministry might be orgies, right? Whatever it is, right? Everybody has a ministry. Everybody. Okay? So maybe that's something I need to continue to talk on, is what kind of ministry do you have today? Okay? Thank you so much for tuning in today. You've been tuned into The Encourager. My name's Nehru. We are here to help not to help the collective too, but to help the earth energy and vibration, to help it rise higher than where it is, higher than where it's been in centuries. Raise that higher. Okay? Thank you so much for tuning in, and as always, be encouraged.